get ready with me to talk to my ex-best friend. We haven't spoken in 5+ years. Her fault, okay? She ignored me. Act like I didn't exist. But yeah, she's finally ready to forgive me. The frick? Lucky me. This one's gonna be spicy, okay? Spicy. This stuff, no. Don't run out on me today. Don't do it today. Today is not the day. This stuff just makes my day better, so I was like, don't make it be today that you don't work. Please. Some backstory, basically we were best friends for like 4 to 5 years, and then things got spicy. Yeah, we're rolling. Okay. I'm almost positive that things started rolling downhill in a bad way on my 16th birthday because the tables were turned on me. I was not ready. So my birthday's in February. My 16th birthday, February, okay? But in July of the year before, technically, for being official, okay, I met this one kid through a friend at the fair, and we were all hanging out, the three of us, and I was like, let's be friends. So I asked for Snapchat, we became friends, whatever. We were just like casually talking as friends through the months, and then it got to my birthday, and I invited him to my birthday party, and of course I invited my best friend at the time to that birthday party too, right? Okay. I honestly had not put together that my best friend at the time, went to the same school as this guy, but they both found out, well, she found out that he was going to my birthday party, so she asked him to give her a ride to my place, which I was like, okay, whatever, you don't know him, which is kind of weird, but like at the same time, like, I don't care. Didn't think anything of it, right? I'm shocked that they actually did not know each other well before this, because let me tell you, their body language, the things that they were saying, didn't add up to that. I would have thought they'd been dating for at least 3 months, and I was like, okay. I was like watching from the sidelines. I'm like, oh, this is new, but I wasn't mad about it. I was just like, strange. Like, we didn't talk about this. Weird. So we ended up playing Ghost in the Graveyard in February. Don't ask why. In Michigan, bad idea. But it was, for some reason, really fun. And so basically, I pulled her aside, and I'm like, y'all thing. And she's like, no. And I'm like, bro, stop lying. Like, this is a thing. And she's like, no. Like, so she just kept saying it was not a thing. And I was like, all right. Well, I knew she was lying to me, which, first red flag. I have an itch. So I eventually get her to confess it over text, and I'm like, what the heck is that here? Well, me being the prior that I am, I finally got her to confess over text that she is at least feeling the situation. I was like, okay, well, he's feeling you too. So y'all will be practically married in 3 weeks, Married equals dating in my head in this conversation. I was just super confused as to why she wouldn't tell me, because, like, girl got feelings fast, and like she would tell me right away, and I was like, why is this one different? Why? You always tell me when you like somebody, why are you keeping this from me? I think it's because she maybe like thought that I liked him, and I'm like, you have never cared about that. She actually asked to go on a double date that I was asked on, because she's like, well, if the guy doesn't like you, maybe he'll like me, so I can just go as like a +5. And I was like, what? So fast forward to homecoming or prom, I can't remember which one it was. I was asked to go take their pictures because they were going together. I was like, there's no way y'all aren't dating. Still they're trying to keep it from me, and I'm like, I know you're dating. Like, you come to the hangouts together all the time. Like, you drive together, you drive home. Duh. I'm not an idiot. I was insulted by the fact that they thought I was this dumb. Really? It wasn't really the fact that they were, like, actually dating. I didn't care. I was like, what? So the guys and I's friendship wasn't like popping at that time. Like, we were just chilling. Like, we really didn't talk that much. But I was like, listen, like, I gotta know, you guys are dating, right? And he was like, yeah. She wanted to keep it. She told me to keep it from you. So I end up confronting her, and she's like, yeah, well, I just thought, like, I should keep it from you or something, and I wasn't super sure if it'd last long, so I just blew it. Everybody else knew. What did me having knowledge of this do? Not having knowledge. Well, they ended up breaking up, and my dad also got cancer within that, like, same month. It's not funny. It's not. Sorry. But here's why it plays in the story. So basically, my dad got cancer, and my best friend wasn't there. Like, at all. Didn't care, wasn't checking in on how I was. The boy was, like, super concerned, because we were friends before, and he was just, like, he's somebody who loves to help people. That's just how he grew up. And so him and I got really close, started becoming, like, best friends, and she was not happy. Not happy about it. And so basically, me and this kid are hanging out like almost every day of the week, because I was in a really bad mental state, and he was somebody that I really enjoyed being around. Nothing ever happened. We were just straight chilling. My dad's dying. I kind of needed a distraction, right? She didn't care. Well, she ends up going away for the weekend, and she ends up subtweeting about me. I'm not saying exactly what it was, even though If you know the story, you know exactly who I'm talking about, but it's fine. So she ends up subtweeting, and I confront her about it. And she starts to backpedal. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was forced into doing this. Like, I didn't actually want to do this. And I'm like, bruh, no. No. I had enough on my plate. That was the last thing that I was actually worried about. So when she tried, like, calling me to, like, figure everything out and, like, apologize, I was like, you know what? I'm actually headed to the hospital, which I was. And I was like, I don't really have time to talk about this. So that kind of ended there. So, like, in her mind, she came to the conclusion that I was dating him after she had dated him. And I was like, girl, no. First of all, take my word for it. Second of all, I had to tell this man. I was like, I love you, but I know you, and I've observed you are not into women. We play for the same team. We are interested in the same things. You know what I'm saying? And he agreed. I'm too into this. I can't even do my makeup. But anyways, what was I going to say? Basically, some time passed. I'm like, yo, can we meet, like, and talk? And so we met up, we talked, we went to the park, we had lunch, and I just explained my side. And I was like, listen, like, I'm sorry that it came across this way, but I did try telling you and you just didn't believe me, but, like, maybe you can believe me now. She said she forgave me for whatever I did. And then I thought we were good. Nope. So our moms were really close at the time, too, so we ended up all four of us going out for lunch. Guess what this girl did? We sat across from each other. She went on her phone the entire time, ignored me. Did not talk to me. Nada. And I was like, I was trying to talk, and it was like I was talking to a wall, you know, no response back. And I was like, okay. So that was like 5 years ago, and since those 5 years, every time that I've seen her, because our families were close for a little bit, I've been ignored. I don't exist to her, you know? And so suddenly I exist, and I'm a little confused. I'm like, what happened? So yeah, that's basically it. I didn't finish my makeup, but please pray for me.
Get ready with me to snap a boy and story time about said boy. So I was talking to old boy, and we're gonna call him Zach. I thought Zach was so super cutesy. So I told my friend, Cake Pop to put in a good word for me. You know, the next day Cake Pop puts in a super duper good word for me, shows him a picture of me, and he's like, oh, she's super cutesy. You know, she comes back and tells me, and I'm just like, oh, word. The next day I'm with Cake Pop, and my other friend Cheese was walking right by us. So Cheese or Cake Pop, either one of them, I don't know, told Zach that I liked him, whatever. One of them spoke, no matter. Little Zachy Pookie was just staring at me. I was like, oh my god, hey. It's just kind of like that thing where it's like, are you gonna keep staring at me, or are we gonna do something about this? Zach ends up asking me for my number because, you know, I got it like that. We're just, communicating on iMessage. I was just too good for Snapchat, obviously. Look at me. I'm thinking, me and this man are seriously locked in for life. Like what we have is completely unmatched. Like nobody, like no, elite. So, you know, we end up getting into like the talking stage or whatever. Man post a whole nother girl on his story. Do you know what made him posting this girl so bad? Do you really want to know what made it so bad? He posted homegirl with the same emojis that he always uses to post me. Well, not to post me, because obviously I'm not getting posted. It's been like a week. But, like, he used the same emojis that he, like, texted me, good morning, good night, like, little, like, sweet paragraphs. Little neglect is just making my eye twitch. Like, I'm just dumbfounded by this whole thing. I make a little phone call to Cake Pop, and I'm like, yo, you're seeing what I'm seeing, right? Like, am I delusional or what? He's like, oh, no, babe. We're looking at the exact same thing. So I'm like, right. Y'all know me. And the investigating that needs to be done is going to be happening. So me and Cake Pop make, like, a joint fake account, and we start going. The investigation is starting. No tampering with evidence. No nothing. Had to follow the girl in the account because her account was private, and then we followed him too, and then we followed like people from our school, and like, you know, to make the account look like realistic. Don't have to explain it. I know you know the drill. I really miss my braids because this isn't cutting it. Anyway, so the girl accepts our request, and we're like, okay, great. So we go look at her highlights. Is this little niglet in her highlights? Get this. The highlight was titled The Love of My Life. I hate to leave y'all like this, but the video's ending, so I'm gonna put the rest in the caption. But I love y'all, holla!
You ready for me while I talk about how it took me and my boyfriend like 3 years to get together? Okay, so this started all in 6th grade, and I was like new to this school, and like I didn't really know anybody, and I thought he was the cutest kid I've ever seen. So me being that little 6th grader I decided to write him a little love note. Okay, it's not even that it was like a love note, but in 6th grade it basically was, because it just said like, hey, I think you're cute, like we should talk more. So I made these random girls give him that note that like I had only talked to like once. Basically, he read the note, he rejected it, and everything was really awkward. So basically, everybody kept asking me if I like gave him a note, and I was like, yes, and I was like really embarrassed about it all. Okay, and then I kind of gave up, and then I just like let the rest of my year be. Okay, and then in 7th grade, one of my friends started dating him, and like we were like close, but like we weren't close to where like I cared, so like it was fine. Like I didn't care that she was dating him. Okay, well, obviously, I was wishing that was me because I really liked him, but it wasn't, so that was whatever. Okay, now, like, 7th to 8th grade summer, I started snapping him a lot because they broke up, and I thought it was, like, my time. Well, obviously it wasn't. He thought I was, like, really annoying, and he, like, hated me, and that was just, like, awkward. But I kept snapping him, and I was like, I don't care. Like, I want him. Okay, and then I went to camp, and this guy at camp, like, really liked me, so we talked for, like, a week, and then I ended it. And I ended it because I still wanted this other kid. Okay, now 8th grade year is when me and his ex started fighting over him. Okay, and then at football games, me and him would, like, sit next to each other and, like, talk a bunch, and, like, we shared drinks, and that just, like, really caused issues with, like, his ex and stuff, and, like, I feel bad because I shouldn't have really done that. Like, I really wanted him, so I kept doing that. And then I found out that he liked his ex again. Okay, and then I found out that it was National, like, Give Your Crush Your Sweatshirt Day. Okay, so, like, me being extra petty, I asked him for his sweatshirt, and he said the exact same thing to both of us. He was like, I would, but I don't want to make so-and-so upset. Okay, and then me and her were on FaceTime talking about this whole situation with each other. He ended up just not giving anybody the sweatshirt because, like, it was stupid and, like, why were we fighting over a sweatshirt? Okay, and then she kind of gave up on him, so I started talking to him a lot more, and I found out that he, like, actually liked me. And I was obsessed over him. Like, all of my friends heard about him, like, every single second of the day. And all my friends were telling me to give up because he was, like, playing us, but I never give up. And then we started going on little, like, fishing dates together, and that's when we really started, like, talking. Okay, and then on Christmas of 2022, we started, like, actually, like, talking. And then we just, like, started hanging out a lot, and, like, we were, like, going to parties together, and, like, everything was just so good. Okay, and then he, like, stopped talking to me for a week, which I thought was really weird. But it turns out somebody just, like, made up a rumor about us, and he just, like, got mad and, like, didn't talk to me about it. But it's okay, because, like, it was just, like, a dumb problem, and then I, like, talked to him about it, and then everything was fine. Okay, and then on April 15th, he came to my house and asked me out. Okay, and then everything was, like, perfect, and then he asked me to the dance. Okay, we went to the little 8th grade dance together, and it was, like, really good, and then he met my mom. And my mom just thinks he's, like, the sweetest guy ever, so she let me invite him to our lake house. And there he met my dad, which was kind of scary, but it's alright. And then at like 2 a.m., we were like cuddling, and my dad came in. And my dad like talked to us, and like I got in like trouble because like it was like 3 a.m. and we were like cuddling. But anyways, my parents still love him, so it's okay. Okay, and that's the end. Sorry this video was like really, really long, but thanks for watching. Bye, guys.
Hey y'all, story time while I get unready. Also, don't mind the fact my skin's like flaking so bad because of my sunburn. And also, don't mind, I need to fix my nails. Okay, so this story was a while back. And it starts with me, my friend, and this other girl. I'm gonna make up names for them. Okay, so it's kind of the beginning of school year. Me and Morgan became friends. So yeah, we're friends and all. And then it's kind of like the middle of the school year-ish. And this new girl comes. Her name is Claire. So Claire is new. She's shy. And she's not talking to anybody there. So eventually, Claire starts following me and Morgan around while we're talking and, like, minding our own business. And Claire will randomly, join in on our conversations. It was kind of weird at first, but, then we just talked to her more. And then she was kind of, she was kind of a friend. Or, a person we could kind of talk to, you know? Okay, let's describe Claire, kind of. Basically, Claire had, curtain bangs and kind of short hair that went up to, here, maybe. Or it was longer, doesn't matter. And she also always wore baggy stuff. Baggy shirts, sweatshirts, baggy pants every single day. 24/7, y'all, I'm telling you. And basically, so we were, kind of friends, but, she was kind of weird. And one day, I got a haircut. I got my hair cut, shorter. And I got layers, so I got base layers. Not curtain bangs, just to say. But something so my hair had more volume. And I kind of forgot how this kind of turned bad. But then, I got baggy jeans at the beginning of the school year. I hadn't wear them at all, though, because I was scared, because, nobody else was really wearing them. And so, I decided to wear them one day. Then, a little bit later, I have her on TikTok, and I find out she posted about me copying her, when, first of all, my haircut, I wasn't trying to be like her. I did not have curtain bangs, nor did I want curtain bangs. I got face shaping. Maybe because I had almost the same length hair, but okay, and who really cares? I wasn't trying to copy you. And then she also said how I was wearing baggy jeans. I had one pair of baggy jeans then. It's really not that deep when I think about it, but it shouldn't have been that deep to her back then. But it was. So she made TikToks about me with her 10 followers on a private account. So I wasn't really mad about it, but I still was mad at that time. I think I confronted her about it, and then she deleted the videos. But now we're on bad terms. I'm running out of time. Come back for part 2.